is a framework of economy rather than a report which needs significant forensic work. India's GDP is estimated at 3.5 trillion US dollar in financial year 24. 10.5% year-on-year growth in GDP in coming 3 years. By retaining 10.5% growth in GDP, India will become world's third largest economy by 2026. This budget puts India on the path of becoming a world champion, all set to score goals on infra development, government capital expenditure and consumption. A big boost for domestic manufacturing, job creation and ease of doing business. And structural growth announcement, lot of spending, capital spending is done by government for roads as well as 50 new announced in this year, as well as a lot of capital structure spending by private sector also will be there. So the government is on the right track and it is accepting the challenge in a very nice and prudent way. As we all know, the entire world is in the inflationary pressure, as well as there is a threat of recession as well. So India is the place which is an island amongst this trouble. So India's fiscal prudence is definitely taken care in this budget. Fiscal deficit is very well in control at 5.9% of GDP for 2024 and target is of 4.5% of GDP in 2026. Capital expenditure side, India has tremendously provided capital expenditure of 10 lakhs crore, where the expectation was not more than 9 lakhs crore. One major change for the ultra HNI people that is done in this budget is from 1st April 2023 onwards, the individual investor who invests 5 lakhs rupees in insurance premium every year will be come into the tax structure at the time of redemption or at the time of maturity of that insurance, which was till now a tax-free. The another major impact of this budget to the HNI people would be, as we all know, there are a lot of wealthy people plan to migrate to other countries by investing there a lot of money. So if we calculate the history, in past 12 years, 16.2 lakhs Indians gave up their citizenship, assuming that each one has taken out $2.5 lakhs remittance. Till now we have not charged them anything or charged very little, and now the government has initiated 20% tax on tax collected at source mode, TCS, on the overseas remittance. So in short, now if you want to go for, you need to pay 20% to the government. So if you consider this 12-year statistic, we have practically lost 405 billion USD. So this is a major change in the policy of government to prevent the migration from India. The third thing is, now if you reinvest your long-term capital remittance into the housing property, it was exempted totally. Now the government has kept a cap of 10 crore rupees for the exemption. So suppose you sell 20 crore worth of rupees asset, may it be stocks, may it be real estate, and you reinvest into the housing property, you will be given the exemption up to 10 crores only. The additional amount will be chargeable as per your income tax slab. So these are the three major changes in this union budget, which will affect the HNI and ultra HNI category. The government, which has given the tax-free income of 7 lakhs, is a new regime, which is by default each and every individual investor will opt for. So in old regime, you need to invest 1.5 lakhs into ATC and 50,000 in the health insurance. Here, straightway you need not require those investment for the tax exemption. Straightway 7 lakhs would be exempted in the new regime. So it is the indication by the government that instead of boosting the savings, which is the normal way of Indian human or rather Indian individual, their government wants to signal it out that you keep this money for the spending. So in short, our economy is converting from savings economy to the spending economy. So that will definitely boost the GDP of India, and each one spending is income of the other. So the economy will be boosted by that way. If you want to save and invest, there are a lot of dynamics way of investing rather than of the traditional way. So normally till now ATC was used to invest majorly in traditional way of investing, insurance or PF or PPF. Now you can invest your additional money into the dynamic way through mutual fund or by the direct equity. So the brief lesson this budget gives is you must go for the spending rather than saving. So in my career of 25 years in financial field, I would rather say this would perhaps be the best ever budget so far. I would give 10 out of 10 to this budget, because everybody was of the expectation that this is the last budget of Modi government before the next election. So the government would spend a lot to the common people, and the budgetary deficit would be increased substantially. But the government has given the relaxation in personal tax with the measures. The budgetary deficit is restricted up to 5.9%. So this is a very balanced budget, growth-oriented budget. Lot of government spendings on the infrastructure, rail, airports, and roads. Apart, the budget gives you a great roadmap for the coming decade or so.